Well, congratulations. Perfect way to sign off, if you like. 94th minute goal to win it. So you must be very happy this evening.
I'm happy. I'm happy because we didn't give up. We didn't give up, and the second half, especially as we got tired, we came under a little bit of pressure from the home side, as you would do. But listen, the subs come on, made an impact. We got the free kick, and there's no better time to score it. Obviously, Liam will be disappointed. First home game, but listen, it's just great. As I said before, Mitch, that we got a young black English manager, managing at this level, and it's great that the whole owner's given, Liam the chance to show what he can do, and I'm sure he's going to go on to be a very, very good manager. They've played some good stuff. But for me, it's great to see him here, and listen, I played football with his dad at West Ham, so there's a very close connection here. So listen, it'll be fine. Obviously, it probably hurts today, first home game. But listen, he'll have plenty here. He have plenty of home games here, and then they'll be good. They're a good side, and they'll get better. But as for us, we just dug in there. It looked like I was going to pit her out to 1-1, and then you get the free kick. You just think, right, just one little bit of quality, which we got for Thomas's free kick, and then you see big Andy Cavill going up. But as he went up, everyone stood up, so I couldn't see what was next minute. I saw all the players running over there. So great feeling, really great feeling. Which I think, when you think about the feeling about the Burnley game, 4 hours back after being robbed by the referee. Now we've got a 5-hour journey back, and everyone can have a smile on the face. Everyone can go away. The fans, the terrific fans with 350, was it 250, whatever much?
350.
350 yeah. Made the journey up the motorway. 5 hours. It's not easy. It's not easy. So I'm so pleased that they can go back with a smile on the face, and obviously the players now get a break a week, so they can go on holiday with that positivity. Yep. We have got things to learn. We can get better, but we've had probably 5 first-team players not playing today, and that just shows that's commendable to the lads that played today. No Joe, I thought Dino was great, did what he had to do. No Tom Mack, no Hutch, no Naby. These are main players who play week in and no Liam Moore. So to keep doing what we did today is a great performance.
You touched on it too. We go behind early. At that point, there is obviously a danger that it could be a difficult afternoon, but it's similar to Watford, really. Team kind of took a bit of control of the game again, and kind of made sure that it was, and actually got the equaliser, which kind of settles the game down. So kind of built themselves into the game, and obviously win it at the last minute.
Yeah.
So didn't let themselves get down about the situation.
No, they won't, and that's listen. I don't want to start playing as at times. I think sometimes we start slow, and I think we have done. I think that's something we need to learn. As you said, you look at the Watford penalty, early doors, stupid penalty, and here, we're conceding goals from headers and balls into the box. But the team don't give up, and all you're saying, listen, I've always said this thing: stay in the game, guys. As long as you stay in the game, you'll have a chance. And then we start to play some stuff down the right-hand side with Thomas and Junior and Yids. We had so much joy, and caused so many problems. Just that last little ball into the box wasn't clinical enough, but then obviously when we got the equaliser, which we thoroughly deserved, it gives you a lift again. And it's all about momentum swings, isn't it? If we go 2-0 down, everyone drops, then we lose our shape because we're trying to push for the game. But listen, when we get the equaliser, you can see their heads drop. I said to Les at half time, let's just keep going. You're playing some stuff, and then after about 85 minutes, I think it's just going to peter out. We'll take a point. We'll take something, We'll take a point, and then we got a bit of luck, in the 94th minute, which is always a great time to score.
You talked about it before, really. It's like, you play for an hour and a half, and it comes down to these little moments, doesn't it? And that one, you do win that free kick there and stuff, 94th minute and stuff. He just relies on people just being at their maximum, really. But then we're getting the better luck as well, and it's the complete flip of Burnley, isn't it? And stuff, that sensation of going back home with 3 points. And
and to be fair, we were better at Burnley, to be fair. We were better at Burnley, but obviously if you're not winning games, which you haven't been, it's always tough, But the core of the team's great because last year they weren't winning games, and I know they've got to keep fighting. And obviously, it was Lucas, the run that he makes. As much as people talk about AC, Lucas makes a fantastic run down here, gets a free kick, bit of quality from Thomas, and you win the game. We're capable of that. We're capable of doing that, but I want to see it more often. But listen, I'm not going to grumble. I'm not going to moan. It's just nice to have spend a week off now with the wife and my son Daniel, and play a bit of golf. Enjoy the next 3 or 4 days, because I think if you lose today, you're kind of like, you're 26 points, it's close, it's getting concertinaed, and you just spend the next 2 weeks kind of like being grumpy, with the missus. So I think this I've got a smile on her face. The wife would be happy I'll have a smile on her face, even though she's turned me down to go to Paris. I don't mind that now because we won today. So listen, I'm pleased for the players, really am. I'm pleased for the ones who are going away to the World Cup. I wish them all the best. Hope they have a very successful time there. It's the most amazing thing to do as a player, to be part of the World Cup. And I'm just glad as a manager that I've managed to get them over the line without any injuries. You know, we've seen so many players get injured at the last moment, and it's a devastating thing. It really, really is. And but I'm glad that I've got the likes of Junior, Mama and Baba, you know, over the line. You know, I thought Ince was absolutely brilliant again today. But you know, he's on standby, so things can change. Things can change there. But listen, as a manager, you're always worrying. Last game, do I play him? With the amount of games that we've had, and you know, a lot of it's been muscle injuries. But Baba's focus and Junior's focus was great. You know, they're playing for the team. They know what it means for us to get 3 points, and now they can get on that plane to Qatar and hopefully have a very good tournament.
So I was going to touch on that. I mean, what's your sort of overriding message to those guys? You know, it might be once in their whole career and stuff, really, and they're not going away with favourites type of nations either. You know, they'll probably be the underdogs in their groups and the rest of it. I mean, it's an amazing time, isn't it, really?
Yeah, listen, it's just the fact. Listen, Junior's 32 now, so you know he won't have probably any more left. Listen, no how fit is he, probably going to his 36, Junior. But I just think for any footballer, it's the pinnacle of anybody. The dream is to play in the World Cup. I was fortunate to do it in '98, missed out in '94. So you know, I know both ends of how it feels. But yeah, just to sample all the different nationalities, the different teams, the different languages, the build-up, you know, the training, looking forward to the first game. It's just the whole experience itself, you know, it's going to be great. And listen, there's no expectations for the likes of Senegal and, you know, Canada and Ghana. So they can just go and enjoy it, you know what I mean, and just enjoy the experience. And, you know, as soon as they get back, you know, but they're coming straight back to winning, that's for sure. There'll be no break for those guys. But listen, I wish them all the best. I hope they enjoy it. I'm sure they will.
And lastly, I mean, obviously we do get a break from games for 4 weeks, but you know, I mean, I'm sure for you the break is a couple of days, as you say, because you'll be back working, thinking about stuff. But fundamentally, these guys are going to have a chance to rest their legs, not have to be put into battle twice a week or 3 times a week. That's going to be so critical. I mean, getting those players back and almost hopefully starting afresh and with a bit of a fresh squad come December 10th.
No, you're absolutely right, Rich. We actually are, because as I said, and I keep harping on it, you know, I've been asking these players to keep going to the well time and time again, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday. You know, no one's played 3 games in a week twice apart from us. So again, the last 15 minutes we're dead on our feet, but we keep going. We've got this fight and the desire to stay in the game. So the lads who will be here, they'll be going away for a week with their families, and you know, and for the family deserved, and it's not just the legs, it's the mind. You know, just recharge the mind. The mind becomes tired, and you become mentally tired. That's probably worse than anything. So you know, they go away, get their rest, and when we come back and we go to Tenerife, then we'll have more depth, you know, in our squad. Hutch will be back, Now will be back, Liam Moore will be back, Tom Mack will be back, Joe Lumley will be back, and you know, hopefully in January we might be able to get a couple more in. So freshen the squad up. I mean, having Naby back and Liam would be like having 2 new players, really, when you think about it. And that can take us into the rest of the season. So yeah, looking forward to the break, but also looking forward to getting back to work.
And one last one is that the World Cup. We've touched on our players, but I'm sure you'll be digging out your old England jersey, supporting the Gareth's team and stuff too, and seeing how far they can go. What a generation we've got.
I'm not sure my old England jersey would fit me anymore, Rich, to be honest. But listen, one thing for sure, you know, I'm always supporting my country, you know, and hopefully I look at England sometimes and I think, you know, they've got so much quality, they've got so many world-class players. I mean, the Nations League's not been great, you know, but it doesn't matter, that's gone. And this has to be about the World Cup. When you look at lots of Kane and Foden and Bellingham and Myers, you know, we've got some top players. So I expect us to go really, really well. Listen, we might have to play the French in the last 16 and the last 8, but there's no probably standout team. People saying Brazil and obviously in Argentina, but listen, I think it's all there for us to go and do it. We've missed out on the Euros, we've missed out on the World Cup, so hopefully 3rd time lucky.